Thank you for coming forward, Eagle Claw. In the first instance, can we check with the higher self of this gentleman to ensure that we have permission to go forward with this exercise?
We first had a shaking of the head, but we are just going to speak with the higher self.
I understand. That's a shaking of the head. No, if I understand you right, but yes, please speak to the higher self and see if there's anything that needs to be addressed before we can go forward.
The higher self is still saying no. So because I am new to this, I am going to invite one of my brothers or sisters to come and see if the higher self would work with somebody else.
Thank you, Eagle Claw. Thank you for your wisdom in this. If you can invite one of your brothers or sisters to come forward, or help to clarify what the issue is.
Yes, maybe because I am new to this, I do not know.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
I don't leave and allow somebody known to Sammi come forwards.
Okay. When you're ready, just let me know what's happening for you.
This is Shahla.
Welcome, Shahla. Welcome. Thank you for coming forward.
You are welcome.
I'm guessing you're aware of what's just happened. May I ask you to address the higher self of this gentleman?
Yes, we are just connecting.
Yeah.
So, David, we are having some archangels bringing themselves forwards.
Mm-hmm.
The higher self was feeling a little, what is the word? A little frightened and not understanding what was happening. So we have brought forward some archangels to just show that we mean no harm, and just to show the higher self that we are here to help. There was some fear because the higher self was not expecting this.
I see. Can we reassure the higher self that we will at all times work with his direction?
The higher self is like this now. This is my representation, and the higher self is pleading for help for this gentleman.
I see. Yes.
So the first instance of connecting with my brother, it startled the higher self, and naturally my brother is very new to this and didn't know how to handle this sort of refusal, if you like.
Yes. Yes, I understand. Maybe I could have explained a little bit more for his benefit. And I'll say a few words now, if it's appropriate.
Yes.
We are here to clear away any foreign energies from this gentleman that get in the way of him moving forward with his own life challenges and his sole purpose. We look to do quite a thorough job, yet we will seek guidance from you at each stage, and you're invited to step forward if you are not comfortable with what's happening.
Yes, that is good.
Okay, thank you.
We can continue.
Thank you. So in the first instance, can we, in your connection with this gentleman, could you, how do you put it, put him in a clear space where you're able to detect any intrusive energy that's outside his energy field that intrudes into it?
Yes, David, there are 3 interfering, disruptive energies, and I am seeing him on a bed. I am seeing him, yes, he is being heavily influenced. So we have 4 archangels that are in the room now, and we are looking as a bird's eye view, if you like. So we are going to remove one by one. The 4 archangels are just going to remove each one.
Thank you. Thank you, Shahla. Thank you for each of the archangels for coming forward and assisting in this.
We have Gabriel, we have Raphael, we have, who is this? Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Ariel.
Thank you.
So one has already been removed.
Yes.
The second one has just been removed.
Thank you.
And the third one has been removed. And they were removed with force today, David.
Okay, so there's something quite strong about their attachment to this gentleman. So
yeah,
we can assume that their influence would be strong.
Yes, we are now just clearing that energy in the entire space.
Mm-hmm.
I say we, I mean them.
Yes.
But we as a team.
Yes, thank you.
So we have cleared these disruptive energies and we are just closing that portal, and we are straight away moving on with the protocol and seeing 2 high-level DFEs.
2 high-level DFEs, well, that's within his energy field.
Yes, correct. Okay. So we still have the 4 archangels And we are just going to open a different portal so we can release these.
Thank you. For the benefit of the person that's listening to this, DFEs are foreign entities that are attached to this gentleman in his energy field, and they will also influence his thoughts and feelings, invariably in a negative manner.
And we have just found another one, so there was 3 here.
Okay, well. Thank you.
So they are not waiting about today, David. They are being very forceful.
Yes, thank you. Thanks to each of those.
So we are just making sure that that frequency has completely been removed.
Yes.
And we are just closing that portal. We can move on, David.
Thank you. Could you check his grounding, please? Especially in combination with his Earth Star chakra.
The Earth Star chakra is what looks to be fragmented. It doesn't look very healthy. I have not seen an Earth Star chakra of this state before. So Archangel Ariel is going to attend to this.
Thanks once more.
There is just light coming in and just expanding the energy that is there. Just clearing out negative debris.
Okay.
So the Earth Star chakra is just coming together good. Now we are going to clear in between that and the root of the feet.
Thank you.
We are just grounding him. Now he is fully grounded, David.
Excellent, thank you. Shahla, I was going to make a small variation on this occasion. I'm going to ask you, if you would, to check the etheric layer around this person's body to ensure that it's in a healthy, strong condition.
Yes, it needs a little repairing.
Thank you.
I have Raphael that is just tending to that. That has been complete.
Thank you. Can we now check the quality of the energy within this gentleman's body? Looking for any foreign energies.
Yes, there is barely any light in here, David. So we have the throat and the heart center is the only part that is quite light. So Archangel Uriel is working with Archangel Ariel on this balance within his energy field. So they are just clearing up all this darkness.
Thanks once again.
The angels will be working the entire protocol today, David. We have no brothers and sisters working today.
Okay, yes, good.
That is complete.
Okay. Just before we go on to the next step, it occurs to me to just check with the higher self. Is the higher self of this gentleman happy with the type of work that we are doing here?
Yes, I am seeing much joy in the face of the representation I am seeing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It also occurs to me that it may be valuable to invite Eagle Claw to take a front seat, so to speak.
He is watching.
Yes, okay, that's excellent, thank you.
He is here, he is watching, he is just not partaking because this requires higher help today.
That's fine, thank you. Can we check his chakras, please?
As you can probably imagine, they are not very good.
Yes.
So I am not going to go through each one. Every single one needs work doing. So they are just beginning on the root chakra.
Thank you, thank you.
All chakras are now completely functioning correctly, but we are just moving up to the upper connecting chakras
Thank you.
that were not functioning at all.
Uh-huh.
Now we are just checking all the other energy flow and meridian channels.
Thank you once more.
Archangel Uriel is taking the lead to do this. Now he is functioning good, the energy flow is good. We can
Excellent.
move on.
Thank you once more. I'm going to ask if Shahla or if the angelic team there are able to scan down through the frequencies right down to the lower end of the spectrum of this gentleman, looking for any other foreign energies that haven't yet presented themselves. Any other foreign energies which can be removed safely and naturally.
Usually we have the Arcturians coming in for this.
Yes.
This is not the case today.
Okay.
These archangels are looking themselves. Their power alone will certainly remove anything that is untoward or not belonging here.
Thank you.
So they are just removing a heavy interference.
Okay.
I am just seeing it being pulled out.
Is there anything further you can tell me about this heavy interference?
There is just so much, David. There is so much interference.
I see.
My wording should have been different.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Now we can move on. This is clear.
Thank you. Can we check for any portals in this gentleman's energy field, please?
Yes, there are two.
Can they be closed or?
Yes, of course. Yes, we are good.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Can we change focus to the gentleman's home? Again, looking for any portals, any entities, or the quality of energy there, please.
The energy in his home is now good. I assume that the angel's presence have dealt with the house, because as I am seeing him, the room is perfectly light with no anything of a negative or untoward vibration.
Okay.
So I think this has been taken care of.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Can we check the gentleman, to check the gentleman if he has any earthbound spirits with him, please?
Yes, there is a child.
Hmm.
And the child has something attached to it, so we are just going to clear this.
Thank you.
Very, very complicated today,
Yeah.
but it is good. We can clear. Now the child is happier. We are just moving the child on. The child is not known to this gentleman.
I see. And the thing that was attached to the child, was it some kind of entity? Is it?
Yes, it was dark.
Yeah, I see. The child is.
Almost like they stole this child's soul and then attached, for whatever reason, to this gentleman.
I see. So is the child, has the child gone to the light now, or is it able to go shown to the
Yes,
way to the light?
Yes, he has crossed over.
Thank you.
Yes, we can continue.
Thank you again. Does this gentleman have any vows, commitments, or soul contracts that do not serve him?
Yes, there are several.
Okay. Can we check with the higher self about these vows, commitments, and soul contracts?
The higher self is looking so much brighter, David.
Hmm.
The higher self is happy for us to do whatever means is necessary. So we are just, I am just allowing the angels to continue making this right, whatever way they seem is appropriate. So I am seeing almost a book with pages and pages and pages of commitments and vows and all sorts of things, David. We have not seen this before.
Oh, wow. I see.
So this is very karmic. This is very, very karmic energy I am being shown. This is from a few lifetimes, and also this lifetime there have been agreements that have not been healthy.
I see.
So
Can we
now,
ensure with the higher self that we are not interfering, that we are actually assisting in the higher
yes,
self?
the higher self said whatever needs to be done, they have full permission. We will not remove anything that needs to serve its purpose, but
Thank you.
anything that has, they have to study what has been written here, and the angels are just, I am seeing them going through pages. So maybe we just have to wait a moment.
Yes, that's fine.
They are taking pages out, David.
Yes.
Maybe this is new for me. This is symbolic representation for maybe everything he has signed up for example. It could be
Yes.
this. But we are going to remove anything that he has made a contract with that we can remove.
Okay. Shahla, it's crossing my mind the next stage in this to check for any black magic and curses and witchcraft and so on. And I'm wondering whether any of that is associated with these commitments and vows and so on.
It is, David. I am being told it is. It is all in this book together.
Yes, I see.
So this is what they are doing. They are just sorting through what needs to come out. So we have, I know it sounds a lot, but we have 6 pages they have in their hands, in their wings, if you like.
Yes.
And these are collective things that they can remove and they can eliminate from whatever is being going on here. There is witchcraft involved in this from a previous life.
Okay. Is he the target of witchcraft, or was he one of the what's the word?
He was an instigator.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
He did witchcraft in another lifetime. This is what I am being told.
Okay.
So they are just removing and destroying these pages.
And just a comment for the person listening to this recording, that this is not too unusual. Many of us who work for light have had parts of our history where we've been in the dark. So please do not be over alarmed by what you're hearing.
Everybody has these lives. Everybody goes through good and bad. Everybody.
Thank you.
So that has been destroyed. We can move on, David.
Okay, and are we clear with the witchcraft and black magic and voodoos and all that sort of stuff? Is all that been addressed now? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Can we check for any self-created thought forms that this gentleman has that do not serve him?
Yes, there are 2, and the highest self would like us to just remove and eliminate this negative side to them.
Okay, thank you.
We also have just moved on, and I am seeing age 17, age 19, age 20. We have 3 split off energies.
Okay.
Here. So we will ask the higher self what we can do. We are just going to remove the negative parts of these and reintegrate them.
Thank you. Again, for the purpose of the person listening, this split off energy occurs at points of trauma in a person's life. In this case, during his teen years. Reintegrating the energy now at a point following the trauma helps that person to become more strong or more complete in their energy.
Now we have the soul fragment coming back, David.
Excellent. Thank you, Shahla.
And there are so many. I have never seen so many. He is going to feel very different today.
That's good.
I am being told that this gentleman has to be very mindful with his choices.
Okay.
And also, he has free will, of course, but he sometimes makes wrong choices, even when he doesn't listen to himself. For example, something he doesn't want to do, he does it anyway. And this is just not positive practice for him.
Yes.
Can open up so many avenues of a negative vibration. This is his vulnerability, is temptation, David.
I see.
This is temptation from other people, bringing him to other realities and situations that are not healthy. Maybe coercion is also a part of this.
I see. So in this exercise that we're doing today, hopefully it will make a big difference for him. But it's quite possible that he recreates the same situation again in time, unless
Yes,
he makes some different choices.
of course, but we have to be precise with what we are saying, because we are here to help. He was heavily influenced and he had huge amounts of karmic issues, huge amounts of things that he has agreed to do, partake in. All of these things, accumulate, and it is all negative. So we have cleared so much today, but yes, absolutely, this is what the advice is: to be mindful of his choices.
Thank you.
If he knows it is a bad choice and he still doesn't want to do it, and he does it anyway, then he will be causing himself problem.
Yes. Thank you.
There is no other advice. We will put him in protection because he has a good heart. He just carried so many burdens. But now, hopefully, this will help him make the right choices with a nice, clear mind, and no entities around him at the moment. But everything is subjective to choice.
Yes.
Everything that any human does is subjective to choice.
Yes, I understand. Thank you. So are we complete now?
Let me check. Yes, we are complete.
Thank you, Shahla. I'd also like to thank the Archangel team, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Ariel, if I hope I've got that right, and also Eagle Claw for coming forward.
Yes, he is sat with me here, and also Chief Bear.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, if we are complete, then I'll bring this recording to an end now.
Thank you.